Alright, so quick background. I work for the polls every election, and there are a lot of mistakes that are always being made, so I think that just by fixing like one little thing, which I chose the training sessions, I think that will have a better outcome. Alright, so right now training is currently on 4 separate days, and they have 5 different training seminars, as you can see. So they make it mandatory for only inspectors to attend the training, and so the other 2 roles, which are the clerks and the judges, do not have to go to training. Actually, they will receive an extra $30 on their paycheck if they decide to attend. The way that they know who attended the training is by collecting their cards, which look just like this on the side. On the front, it'll say your name, which party you're working for, and which precinct you're at, and you just turn it into a box, and that's how they know who attended training and who did not. So right now, currently, the only thing that they do in training is like present a PowerPoint presentation, and there are 91 different slides, and the only thing on these slides are pictures and maybe like 2 to 3 bullet points, like every now and then, and it's really complicated to understand what they're trying to like explain. So like while you're trying to read and understand the PowerPoint, you're not really paying attention to who's speaking, so you're like missing the whole entire concept, not just what's on the PowerPoints. It's easy to get confused trying to read them and trying to listen at the same time, and by the end of the like PowerPoint, you really don't understand what just happened. So these 2 problems make a lot of issues. Some of the most common mistakes are over assisting voters, which is a problem because you don't want them to think that you're trying to sway their vote, because then you'll get into a bunch of legal issues. Wrong voting booth setup. So when you set up the voting booths, no one is supposed to be able to see who they're voting for, but sometimes precincts will get it wrong and they'll like put them off to the side so the workers can see, but we're not even supposed to be able to see them, only the judges are. Not knowing photo ID requirements, and this is a big issue because if you miss a requirement, you can let someone vote that is not registered to vote, or like if you don't know everything that's supposed to be on there and you think that they don't have the specific requirements on their ID, you won't let them vote. And then not offering provisional ballots. So when someone is not found in the system, you offer them a provisional ballot, and not everyone knows how to fill them out. They teach that during training, but like I said, there's only pictures, so all you can see is a picture of the ballot. They don't really go through how to fill it out or anything. So 2 bigger issues that have happened in Porter County. There was a lack of workers. People opened the precincts later than usual, so they court ordered it for the precincts to stay open the whole entire 12 hours like they're supposed to be, because they opened around I think like 8, 9 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So they had to close around 8 or 9 p.m. And this resulted in the results coming in 3 days later than they should have came in. And then in Los Angeles County, 119,000 names were not on like the poll registry, so they all had to fill out provisional ballots. But like I said, like if you don't know how to fill them out, you can't really help them put their vote in. So if they fill them out wrong, none of their votes got counted. So in order to fix this, I think that training should be mandatory for each part. It should be individualized and should use a hands-on approach. So training should be mandatory for each person. You can collect the cards at the end of the training sessions instead of at the beginning. That way people can't leave early. You know, if they stay the whole entire time. They should each have their own individualized training session. This way you could break them up into shorter training sessions, because right now they're 2 hours long, and if you break them up, you could do 2 one-hour sessions in one day. And let them get a hands-on experience. Like instead of just showing the provisional ballot or just showing them how to set up the equipment, you can actually have them go up there and try it for themselves. A way to do this. So, like I said, you could have them turn in the thing at the end of the training session, hands-on experience. Let them get more comfortable doing it by themselves. You could have smaller training sessions, and with the smaller sizes, each person should be able to get a turn putting together a booth or like filling out a ballot. And then just this one right here, I said that on these 4 days you could break them up. So you could have a session from 9 to 10 and another one from 10 to 11, and let's say like 9 to 10 you're teaching inspectors and 10 to 11 you're teaching judges. And that is all. Thank you.